Good afternoon, race fans. Welcome to Texas Motor Speedway. As we're getting ready for pole day qualifying for tomorrow afternoon's Busch Series race here at Texas Motor Speedway. We'll have 10 minutes, as I said, for these qualifying sessions. Same time as our Truck Series pole day qualifying. Makes it a little easy. This is race number 8 here in the second season as we're looking at Thriller Tadwell as we have begun pole day qualifying. We have gotten our allotted 10 minutes on the clock. Thriller Tadwell. I look for the 42. He jumped up 18 spots to 49th in the points table. Still has to qualify his way into the show as he's now the first driver out onto the track. This is a 1.5-mile Texas Motor Speedway. See who will start on the pole for tomorrow afternoon's race. That will be in second round of qualifying. 28.66 for the 42 car. 41 drivers here this weekend, all vying for the 12 spots. A lot of good cars will not make the show here this weekend. Erica Douglas, we'll see her this afternoon in the Craftsman Truck Series race. You didn't tune into the qualifying session yesterday. The 9 truck had a glitch. That would be Chikara Takashi as we're now seeing some faster times on the board. Douglas will start 8th this afternoon in the Truck Series race. Madison Tall in the 97 trying to make the show this week. Shyla Ascroft, we'll see her this afternoon starting from the 23rd position in the Truck Series race. They had the drivers meeting this morning at 10 a.m. for the Truck Series drivers. Then we had lunch. Now we're having qualifying here for the Busch Series drivers. Shyla's now second quickest. Abigail Lynn, Harrison Jenkins, a couple of drivers need to get into the show right now. Autumn McDowell, currently the fastest, 27.787 for that number 84 machine. Carson Miller, 7th quickest for him. April Winters, trying to make the show this week. Same with Nathan Stapleton, he's yet to make a Busch start. Violet Jackson in the Peanut Butter Lovers Reese's Chevrolet. Violet comes into this race, the 21 that I'm looking for. 48th in the points. Liliana Beta, trying to make the show this week in the 64 machine, our winner from Coca-Cola. Not running for the Busch Series Championship. We will be seeing her tomorrow afternoon, trying to qualify the Cup car here this weekend. Liliana Beta trying to make her. I'm looking for trying to make her third start on the Busch schedule. Lucky Prescott just went to the top of the timesheet. There's Addison Peterson. We'll see her this afternoon in the Truck Series race. As Addison Peterson going to be starting at the rear of the field, 38th quickest for her. There's Lucky Prescott, 27.506. As we just had an incident. Oh, she got into the wall. I think that's because of Marco Diaz in the 0. Something happened to Marco Diaz. Oh, I think the 36 would have had something to do with it. So we've had an incident in qualifying. Didn't have an incident in the Truck Series qualifying yesterday. Wow. April Winters just blatantly just turned left on poor Carson Miller for no apparent reason. How nobody else hit her, and who did Carson bounce off? That was Violet Jackson. I don't know what the 36 was thinking right there. Just blatantly turned left on poor Carson Miller minding his business. That's a direct male abuse, as we would say. Skylar Davidson trying to make her fourth start, 40th in points. Skylar will start 30th this afternoon in the Craftsman Truck Series race, so trying to get some on-track experience. Zach Foster, we'll see him this afternoon in the truck race. 28.141, trying to find some speed. There's Sydney Ball trying to make the show this week, 28.101. And she improves to 34th quickest. Remy Crampton is the driver this week in the 30 machine. There's Jacob Foster, did not qualify for the truck race. Looks like he's going to make the Busch race this week. I know I forgot to put the 4 on the entry list the last couple of weeks, but I think the team wanted a break, so that's probably why. Jacob did not go quicker, but he is right now one of the 12 drivers that would make the show this week. There's Alexander Romero. Alex Romero, 27.733. Lucy Granger, she'll be in the 50 truck next week at Loudon. Brady Columbus, 27.839 for the 16 machine. Jonathan Hoff, 6th quickest. Clayton Huntington Wolf, 3rd quickest, as they've had to roll the backup car out. Josh Harmon, the 78. Shakes McDaniel in the 41 machine. There's Clayton Huntington Wolf, 3rd quickest right now. Taylor Valley, currently 6th quickest rather. Marco Diaz, former Buffalo Wild Wings Series champion. This series has been the Grand National Series that he's won the championship in, has been like his bread and butter. Ari Springer trying to make her first start of the season. Or correction, trying to make her second start of the season. Futaba Sakura, who actually trying to make her first race, I believe, with her team owner, Jacob Foster, who's in the session with her. Currently 5th quickest. Billy Kitchens, 17th quickest right now. Amy Hicks not having a good qualifying. Jesse Art trying to get her car into the show, trying to make it into her home race. This is Jesse Art's home race. Amy Hicks, Ellie Roche trying to make her second start. Sarah Costello, 18th quickest. As Madison Toll is coming back out on the track, holds up Amy Hicks there. Jonathan Hoff getting back up to speed. Carolina Bradley, 4th quickest. We'll see Carolina tomorrow trying to qualify the Cup car into the show. Hazel Ealing made her second start at Pocono last week. There's Carson Miller. Don't know how much damage he got from the right side of his Dodge. Doesn't look like the damage was too significant. They checked it out. Looks like he's going to be okay. It's like Liliana Bateson not going to make the show this week, but we'll see her tomorrow. And April Winters has been asked to see the stewards after this session for that. What the hell that was all about. William Brock, 14th quickest. He'll be in the truck race this afternoon. There's another Texan, CJ Bracken, or Baby CJ, running in the 90 machine, running the races that Maisie Creighton's not going to be running. CJ did not qualify for the truck race. He's got one more chance this weekend to get into his home race at Texas, and that is the Cup race tomorrow afternoon. So we'll bring you Cup Series full day qualifying. Shade Earnhardt was 3rd quickest, now 17th in the Kingsford Johnsonville Bronx Chevrolet. As we got a smoker. Who is that? Somebody's gone up in smoke. I can't Oh, it's Addison Peterson. Looks like something has let go on Addison's car. As Jacob Foster looks like he's going to make the show this week, barring anything happening. And with zeros on the clock, that's more than likely going to do it for this qualifying session. So it looks like Lucky Prescott, the former Rookie of the Year winner in the Buffalo Wild Wings series from 2023, in what was the Buffalo Wild Wings series' last ever season in PCSRA, the Pacific Coast Sports Racing Association, which was founded in 2010, that has gone through a lot of changes. And now Lucky Prescott will make her Busch Series debut. And it was founded by yours truly, so there you go. Down to the final 10 seconds. That is going to be it for the session. So Lucky Prescott, Autumn McDowell, Clayton Huntington Wolf, Carolina Bradley, as that is the session. Just going to go ahead and pause it. Good job to Futaba Sakura as she qualifies into the show. Thriller Tadwell, Taylor Valley, Zach Foster, Jonathan Hoff. Jacob Foster will mark the first time not just Sakura racing with her team owner Jacob Foster. First time both Jacob Foster and Zach Foster, both of them will get to race together tomorrow afternoon. How about that? Ari Springer and Shyla Askarov will get the final transfer spot. So Zach Foster and Shyla Askarov, who are racing this afternoon in the Craftsman Truck Series, they might have an advantage over the other 10 drivers in this qualifying session that will be racing this afternoon. That's big advantage there. Sadly, the drivers who have failed to qualify, or we will see them this afternoon in the truck race, or tomorrow afternoon trying to get the cup race in, Carson Miller, William Brock, Lucy Granger, CJ Bracken, he's got one more chance. Shane Earnhardt, Nathan Stapleton, his weekend is done. Billy Kitchen, Sarah Castillo, Jesse Art. That's really bad for Jesse, failing to qualify in her home state. Alexander Romero, Leela Bakai, Shakes McDaniel, Abigail Lynn, April Winters, who's been asked to see the stewards for that controversial incident. Ellie Rose, Hazel Eveling, Liliana Beta, we'll see her tomorrow afternoon, qualifying her Cup car. Doing very good over in the Cup Series, if I'm not mistaken. Erica Douglas, we'll see her this afternoon for the truck race. Brady Columbus, Madison Toll, Skylar Davidson, we'll see her this afternoon for the truck race. Amy Hicks, Marco Diaz, Remy Crampton, Addison Peterson, we'll see her in this afternoon's race. She did get out of the car because the car did catch on fire, so she got out of the car quickly, but they're going to take her to the infield care center to make sure she didn't get any burns, but she's going to be all right, thankfully. Sydney Ball, Harrison Jenkins, Josh Harmon, Violet Jackson. Those drivers have failed to qualify for this afternoon's race. I'm going to take a commercial break. On the other side of the break, we'll have these 12 drivers join the other 30 drivers as we get ready for round 2 of qualifying here on the World Racing Association's Multimedia Network. Welcome back to Pole Day qualifying for the Busch Series drivers as we're getting ready for round number 2. 10 minutes as we always will do. Figure out who will start on the pole for tomorrow afternoon's Busch Series race. Those that are in the truck race will have a little restroom break after this qualifying session is done. And get ready to focus on the Truck Series race this afternoon. Car 1 will be P1 out onto the track. That is our points leader and rookie points leader, Ashlyn Wright. She has one win, 1 top 5, 3 top 10s, 0 poles, 12 laps led. And we will be seeing her this afternoon in the Truck Series race. Ashlyn Wright will have the benchmark time that these drivers will set here this race, 28.802 for the Mikasuki Dodge. We talked about she is the points leader coming into this race. The guy who's trying to run her down for the points lead, Katsura was right there, as he's currently setting his first time. Comes in this race second in the points. In that white Serta Dodge, there's Thriller Tadwell, raced his way in. Alex Winters, of course, April Winters got in trouble after just basically hooking left on Carson Miller, who by the way, failed to qualify for this race. The officials were not too happy with April. It's Alex Winters in the 34 machine. Dropped the spot down to 20th in the points, so she's looking to have a regrouping day. There's Emily Green, the 37. Emily Green, 7th in points coming into this race. Kyle Langland just set at 45.904. That's his get up the speed lap. Kyle Langland, 25th in the points in the Dr. Pepper Dodge. Abigail Stone in the Autobahn colors this week in the 60. Dropped the spot down to 8th in the points. Still having a very good season. Jamie Bonine, her teammate in front. Jamie Bonine comes into this race 28th in the points. He is a total of 17 points above the 30th in the standings cut line. Marcus Sellers in the 46. 17th in the points, trying to have a bounce back run. There's London Jackson in the Quaker State colors this week. London dropped down to 4th in the standings. Dylan Ibrahimian, who will start on the pole for the truck race this afternoon, currently 7th quickest. And there's the gal that has a lot of pressure. Brenda Eveling comes into this race at critical 30th in the standings. She also made her first start of the Winston Cup Series this season last week at Pocono. After failing to qualify for the first 88 races, of the season. There's our fastest, Callie Springer. Got Summit Oskin, Ricky Cervantes, Shyla Asgroff. Oskin and Asgroff will see this afternoon in the truck race. There's Jonathan Hoff. There's Ashlyn Wright. There's our former points leader, Daniel Gitteroff. Dropped 4 spots down to 5th in the standings. So he's looking for a bounce back this week. Ebonia Mirmoz did not qualify for the truck race. Got some laps in the Truck Series Gorgom session, so she learned something that would help her for the Busch Series stuff. The problem for Ebony, she's 27th in points. 17 above 30th in the standings as far as staying locked in the show. Lauren Grubius in the 43. We'll see her tomorrow afternoon trying to qualify the Winston Cup car. I believe she also, as my phone wants to be a derping hyena, she also will be in this afternoon's Craftsman Truck Series race. Qualified her way in. As I saw somebody going slow. Was that London Jackson? Yes, it is. Something has happened to the Quaker State machine. Looks like something has broke on that car. She's going about 60-something miles an hour. There's Mohammed Zain. He failed to qualify for the truck race this afternoon. Currently 34th quickest, so like last week, not the weekend he would have hoped for as far as that is concerned. There's Tula Topola, part of Alex Hawkins. Tula dropped 7 spots to 13th in the standings. Lucky Prescott raced her way in. There's Morgan LaFay. Morgan is 40th quickest. Comes into this race 18th in the points, drop 5 spots after last week's race. And look who is the fastest. The gal that's going to be in the truck race this afternoon. Shyla Asgrove right behind Ashlyn Wright. Those two ladies took Shyla raced her way in via the go or go home qualifying session earlier. Ashlyn Wright had a good qualifying effort. Ashlyn Wright will start, as I'm looking for the truck series where those drivers are starting. Ashlyn will start 13th because of the little issue with the 9 truck. Shyla will start 23rd this afternoon. Daniel Gitteroth will start 7th in the truck race. Bora Park, going to have her work cut out from the rear of the field. Going to be starting very deep in the field. Starting last on the grid. She's currently 32nd quickest. Bora Park comes into this race 9th in the points. One thing I did not mention in the Truck Series qualifying, and we'll mention this in tomorrow afternoon's Busch Series race, are former winners of Texas Motor Speedway. So Taba Sakura currently 6th quickest. Right now, she has out-qualified her team owner, Jacob Foster. Fair play to her. Futaba is making her second start. Had a good run back at, I want to say, Phoenix. Xavier Alsop in the 35 machine. Xavier Alsop, 12th in points. Last season ran the truck race. Courtney Lynn, will see her tomorrow afternoon, trying to make the Cup race here at Texas. She is the driver of the 25 this week. Christian Williams has been failing to qualify left and right like a hot dog stand. Courtney 24th in the points coming into this race. Luna Farmer, will see her tomorrow afternoon, trying to qualify into the Cup race on Sunday. Currently 14th quickest. There's been some rumors that Luna Farmer is planning on going full-time in the Cup Series next season, which I wouldn't be surprised considering she's having a breakout sophomore year. Currently 11th in points. Originally said she was not going to be back in this ride, but she is. Jacob Foster, Rosalinda Masterson. Masterson comes into this race 14th in the points, so Rosalinda has not missed a beat ever since she's been out of the series for quite a while. Olivia Jackson, 11th quickest. Quentin Moore failed to qualify for the truck race. Olivia, 22nd in points. Quentin Moore, 10th in points. And there's Gabe Lipton, 56th. 29th in the points. Needs to get away from 30th in the standings. There's Tyler Ware. And with about 8 seconds left to go, I don't think anybody's going to touch a 27.518 that Shyla Asgrove set, and it looks like that's going to be it. And I do hope for Shyla this is a sign of things to come. Did not qualify well for the truck race, so she's got her work cut out. And she's about to win her first career pole here in the Busch Series. Did anybody have that on my bingo card list? And it also marked the first time a Kyrgyzstan driver will start on the pole for the Busch Series race, if not for the World Racing Association in general. That's pretty good. As you're looking at your lineup here, Callie Springer will start second. Good qualifying, so it's an all-female and rookie front row. Jonathan Hoff, Zach Foster, row 2. Ricky Cervantes, Ebony Mirwaz in row number 3. Futaba Sakura and JJ Palmer in row number 4. Third in points, JJ Palmer, I should point that out. Good qualifying for those two. Alex Winters and Summit Oskin will complete the top 10 as far as that's concerned. Jacob Foster 12th, but at least he's happy for Futaba Sakura, who ended up qualifying her way in and also out-qualifying her team owner. So fair play, but Jacob will be very happy about that. Looking through the rest of the lineup, good qualifying for Luna. Hopefully that is a sign of things to come. Ashlyn Wright, right where she qualified for the truck race this afternoon. Gonna have her work cut out. Courtney Lynn's got her work cut out, but hopefully Courtney Lynn can make the show. As you look on down to the rest of the qualifying results, and unlike the Truck Series fiasco, nobody had a glitch. Thank goodness for that. Otherwise, I would have had a complete, utter hair pulling after that. Number of drivers going to have their work cut out. Hopefully, they got a long run car. Of course, Texas, it is a mile-and-a-half track. Passing is definitely key around this racetrack. And of course, drafting going to come into play. And also, pit strategy will definitely come into play tomorrow afternoon. So these drivers that didn't qualify that well, they better hope they have a good long run car as far as that's concerned. Ari Springer going to be starting shotgun on the field. Did not have a good result in her first start. We'll see if that will be a different story here tomorrow afternoon. So a number of these drivers that are going to run the truck race, what will they learn today that will help them for tomorrow? We'll have to wait and see. But congratulations to Shyla Ascroft in her, in her second start of her Busch Series career, gets the pole. What a big surprise. We'll see what happens tomorrow afternoon for the Busch race. Hope you guys enjoyed this qualifying session. If you did, be sure to give this video a like. Subscribe to become part of the World Racing Association crew today. We showed your starting lineup for tomorrow afternoon's race. We'll see you guys this afternoon for the truck race. Until we see you tomorrow afternoon or this afternoon, whenever you join us then, I've been Dean DeVille signing off as you've been watching another broadcast of the World Racing Association's multimedia network, The Greatest Racing since 2013.